Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Eastern Gopnik Plays Realm of Mad God. Not a very exciting video this time, and I'll tell you that straight off the bat. You'll see later on why I was actually rather upset. I'll give you a clue. I had a good plan for a video that I would be doing later on, but now I don't think I'll be able to do it because of a very stupid mistake that I made, and oh well, it is what it is, but we're sort of moving on. Anyway, let's start off by reading some of the comments that I got on my previous video. And actually, before I do that, let me just mention, please join my Discord. I will leave a link in the description. As always, there's going to be giveaways, there's going to be keys, and all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, please join. It will be in the description below. Anyway, on a previous video, Spencer said Depth Gang, that's the guild I'm in. Very good guild, by the way. If anybody's looking for a fun guild, I'd suggest joining Depth. It's quite active, definitely, and I'm actually a person who was very on the opinion of what a good guild is and what a bad guild is. Back when I used to play in 2015, my favourite guild was Wig. The reason that I loved it so much is not only was everybody active on Mumble, which was like TeamSpeak or Discord nowadays. Everybody was also friendly, and what we did was we recruited noobs on purpose and then sort of taught them how to play. So no matter how good you was actually at the game, you'd still be sort of part of the guild, it doesn't matter. We were just looking for, the content of people's, character, I suppose, how fun are you to be with, are you active and that sort of stuff. Wasn't looking at fame or how many max characters you have. So I think that comes very close to that. I don't think these guys look into that at all. You can still join in on all of the fun stuff. Their Discord is very active as well. It's all fun and games. So yeah, it's a nice guild. Project Omega says, I might be wrong, but I think you were referring to a courgette or a zucchini. Yes, I think I was referring to both. I'm not sure the difference between the two, but I was talking about an omelette that my mum made and it had a zucchini in there, but I didn't actually know the word for zucchini. I thought the way I described it in the previous video was if you mixed a cucumber and an eggplant together, that's what you'd get, and I think Project Omega was spot on. Tom says, eggplant plus cucumber equals zucchini. Yeah, I'm actually really proud of myself for actually explaining it. I didn't really think I'd be able to, but seems to have worked well. Tom says, I was wondering, since you mentioned you in the Discord, my Discord, how long have you lived in the UK for? That's a good question, actually. It must have been at least 13 years now that I've been in the UK for. Let's have a look. I must have been 7. Yeah, I must have been 7 years old when I came to the UK, and I'm now 21. So yeah, that's a good 14 years, 13, 14. Not sure which one it is because I don't actually know which month I came here. Yeah. I would have never guessed you were a Gopnik from your accent. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you live in the UK for 14 years. You actually lose a little bit of your accent. I know some people still think... Well, actually, what I did was, while I've been living in the UK, I've sort of... 3-8 on a wizard, by the way. I've sort of been keeping a tally chart in my head of what accent people think I have. Over 25 people have said that I'm South African. Well, they guessed. 4 people said Australian. And I think that's all there was for the most common ones. Nobody really actually ever guessed much else. All the other ones were just single random, guesses. Shame on that dude who didn't pop their incantation. Inks are worth nothing nowadays. Yeah, shame on that, guys. Now, what you just saw right there, let me explain it to you. I recorded an episode of Spelunky, which you should check out, by the way. It's pretty. I'm quite enjoying the series. I recorded an episode of Spelunky, and after recording Spelunky, I decided to play some Realm of Mad God, but I completely forgot to change the recording window to Realm. So essentially, what I was recording while I was playing Realm was a black screen. And I died to the lightning god, and mate, I was not happy about that. I had 5 defense left to max or something like that. Must have been 8 attack or something left, and yeah, I died. and that's really disappointing because I didn't even get the wizard to 6-8. But the worst thing is I didn't even manage to record my death, which really sucked. And I thought that I did. I was like, oh well, at least I got that on film. You know, no worries, it's death. We'll move on. And then I was, putting the video together today, and it was gone. So that really sucks. And I started a mystic. Now, just as I'm playing with this mystic, let me tell you the hive. I haven't done the dungeon before because I've never been on a character that should be doing it. Because most of my characters are already level 20 or they were max, so I never really had the chance to do the hive properly. Now I'm comparing it to the jungle. The jungle is something you can do at level 7, a level 10, a level 5, a level 15, and still gain decent rewards, I think. For the gear that you can get, especially if you're playing like a staff class, you can still get some good rewards. The hive, what a bad dungeon. I was actually really disappointed. I was hoping that it'd be a fun dungeon. Now, bear in mind, you get this dungeon as a quest for if you fight the hornet or the bees. You get those quests until level 12 or 10, I believe. So I guess that's when you should be doing the dungeon anyway. Now, I had some pretty good equips. I think I had a tier 5 staff and like a tier 5, robe. So, you could definitely do a jungle with that. Now, the hive was impossible. So, all the little bee minions that keep on spawning and don't give you any experience as well do 45 damage. 49, 45, that sort of thing. And they give you bleeding once we get into their little rage phase as well. The main boss is constantly either armored or like invincible. He switches between the two, and he keeps on spawning minions. So I wasn't actually able to do the dungeon, not on my mystic at least anyway. I was thinking maybe if I was like on a archer or maybe like a priest that could keep on healing and pierce enemies at the same time, maybe I could do it. But if I wasn't a priest, I'd be doing 1 or 2 damage to the boss every single shot because he's constantly armored. So I think that really sucks because I had a look on Realmai, and it seems the loot that you get from the dungeon is meant for level 10s, 15s and up to level 20 anyway. And once you're at level 20, the dungeon becomes pointless because you might as well just do an undead lair. So yeah, really disappointed by that. Maybe at some point it'll get a change, maybe it'll get an update, but up until then I don't think I'll ever do the hive ever again. Because it just seems useless, absolutely useless, which is very disappointing. I was really looking forward to sort of trying out the dungeon and all that stuff, but yeah. I mean, even comparing to the spider den, which should be harder than the jungle, though maybe it isn't, maybe it is. Even the spider den seems a bit more rewarding, even though it doesn't give you as many UTs. I feel like that's better anyway. Moving on, the mystic, I found a Candyland. I didn't find one, but somebody did call it, which was actually really great to help me get a lot of potions early on. As you can just see me do right here. And that's all that's really been happening with the mystic so far. Haven't really got many white bags on it, simply because I've only played it for today. Yeah, but should be good. I think somebody mentioned in a previous video that they wanted me to play mystic. So that's why I decided to start that instead of another wizard. I definitely wasn't game for another wizard, not with the death from the lightning god. And let's see, my accuracy was 53%, as you can see here. God kills 722. Dungeons completed 81. Yeah, that's quite a lot of dungeons if you ask me. I'm actually quite surprised with that. Now bear in mind we got 1,000 total fame and we completed 81 dungeons, right? Whereas on the Necromancer, which was a full 6-8, dungeons completed only 65. I'm really confused about that. Maybe it's because I did so many spry worlds. But anyway, whilst we're here, let's play on the Mystic a little bit. You guys can sort of see how I go along with it and all that stuff. Now the Mystic, I haven't actually properly played Mystic since it's been updated, where it gives curse. Back when I played the game properly, the Mystic only stasis, and that was pretty much unless you had the Orb of Conflict, which was also very good. So yeah, the Mystic was a bad class and I didn't play it often. Now that it gives curse, I'm kind of liking it a bit more. I know that I've got that UT orb, which you get from the Magic Woods. I'm not sure when I'll put it on. It seems pretty okay. I don't think it's overpowered for even a level 20, to be honest, because all it does is basically it stasis around you, but wherever you point the cursor is where it curses. That was a hard sentence to say, actually. So instead of wherever you point you stasis enemies, you only stasis enemies around you, which is actually really good for, like, I don't know, supposedly, like, you're doing an undead layer and you got a bunch of enemies around you. You know, you want to get the boss. You don't want the boss to be stasis, but you want to curse the boss while stasising the enemies around you. Then, you know, the magic woods orb would be really ideal. So leave a comment below if you think that I should just pop it on straight away, or should I maybe wait until I'm like 2 out of 8 on the Mystic before I actually use it. I don't think I'll be using it that much anyway, because the tier 3 orb, oops, they're over boss already. The tier 3 orb uses less mana, and you know, maybe it doesn't accomplish the same thing, but it's close anyway. You know, I don't think it's an OP UT such as let me think of a good, like the Helm of Juggernaut, for example. You know, if you pop that on a early game, then, you know, you definitely gain a big advantage. Whereas I think with this sort of UT orb, it's not really all that great. So yeah, leave a comment below as to when I should pop it on, and I will do so. Okay, now I'm taking a lot of damage, and I'm not used to the low defense. I was used to my wizard. Ooh, nice. I was used to my wizard, which was, you know, near enough maxed in defense, and it did way more damage, so I could kill enemies way faster. With the stasis orb as well, I'm not actually loving it too much. Reason being is, I find it. I don't find many occasions where it would be very useful. You know. Maybe when rushing, but yet again, do I even want to rush at this stage, you know? So for now, the Mystic is just sort of like a wizard without the without the spell bomb, I guess, for me anyway. Ooh. Okay. Where did you go? Okay, there we go. Cool. Ooh. And I can't even do the rock constructs yet because I don't do enough damage. So really, I've just been farming out Spry Worlds non-stop. Have been doing a few undead layers. Now the wisdom modifier does seem to work for mystics as well now. So the more wisdom you have, the better your orb is. You know, it does, I guess, the squares grow within, like, the enemy effect grows, which is good. But not something I'm really using anyway. So I'm not going for wisdom right now. I'm really just going for speed and dexterity. They're always my two really main stats that I go for straight away. Unless I'm an archer, then I'll usually get wisdom max pretty straight, because I'm looking for UDLs and I'm looking for a doom bow, you know. Okay. Does this guy even have a shield? Oh, there we go. I thought he wasn't using a shield at all. Okay, nice dexterity potion. Moving on. I also, because I died on the wizard, I managed to get 1,000 fame, which brought me all the way to 2,000. So I upgraded my pet yard, but I'm not allowed. I can't fuse my 2 uncommons yet because I don't have enough fame. It costs 1,000 fame to fuse the 2 together, so I'll have to die again before I upgrade my pet any further. But I don't feel like I need a bear one yet anyway. I feel like a 50-50 pet is actually pretty much good enough, you know, to the point where you're still sort of enjoying the game, but it also helps you out enough that you're not left behind when you're playing with others. So that's good. Okay. Now I wouldn't mind doing some more magic woods, but they're quite rare, it seems. I'd like to get a staff. I think the staff is comparable to a tier 9 staff, but the difference is to enemies that have lower defense it does more damage, but to enemies that have higher defense it does less damage. But because it improves dexterity, it does have a wider shot as well, but because it improves dexterity it just feels like you're doing more damage, I guess, and I like that. Whenever I can feel more powerful, and that's all good for me. I don't think there'll be a tea room there. Tea room. Yeah, I'm becoming English. Oh god. I thought to myself, tea room, as in, you know, the place where you drink your tea. Ooh, okay. Might be a treasure room here. The way that I know whether I'll find a treasure room or not is because I don't use rotation, so I'm always facing north on the minimap, and treasure rooms in snake pits only face left or right, so east or west. So you can usually tell them apart, you know. If you don't use rotation, they're much easier to find. Oh, this is actually a good place where the mystic sort of shines. I think the snake pit. I'll show you this bit right here. So boom, stasis all those little rats, and then I can sort of chomp away at the main boss, which is good. I think that's a place for the mystic to be. Okay, need to focus a little bit. Boom, easy speed, easy one of those. Free attack and free speed, useless, and doesn't seem like there'll be any more treasure rooms. Ooh, lab. We should probably do laboratories. Reason being, we can get a mad robe from there. Mad robe is very good, very useful. Basically, a grand sorcerer, which is a tier 12. Is it a tier 12? Tier 10 is Magus. Tier 11 is Moon. Tier 12. No, it's a tier 13 basically. But it's actually better, I think, the mad robe than the grand sorcerer. I forgot if it's vitality or attack that it gives one extra of. So it's actually better. Okay. Yeah, and this is a situation where the UT orb, for example, wouldn't actually be all that good. The Sprite World. Reason being is it uses more mana, and I don't think the curse lasts as long. Maybe it does. I'm not too sure, but uses more mana, meaning I can't use it as often, so I can't keep the boss cursed for as long. So it's just better for me to use the tier 3, you know. Okay, let's do one more dungeon. I'll quickly show you what stats I have so far, so you can sort of get a good look. So 15 dex to max. Let's do this lab. I want to do a lab. We got 15 dex to. Is there anyone in there, mate? Let's have a look. We got 15 dexterity left to max. 15 speed left to max. No, we could probably do with this guy. 12 attack, and we've drank 6 defense so far. Yeah, and clearing capabilities as well. Seems like Mad Lab is pretty good for the Mystic. Haven't done a Mad Lab on a Mystic yet, but I can already see it coming in useful. Seems like I can clear all of these things without having to worry about taking damage, because I can just stasis all the enemies and, you know, get everything that I need done. Wonder if you can stasis these. No, you can't. Okay. Wait, this guy's a wizard? I thought he was an archer. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, this stasis is proven useful already. This will probably be the way, so I'll let him get on with that while I sort of clear here. Second boss is always good to do. If you're a noob and you're one of those you know, noobs that maybe can't clear because, you know, you're not good enough for the Mad Lab, try and get good. Practice. As you can see right here, even on a 0-8 Mystic, it's pretty easy to clear. I've only got a 50-50 pet. Honestly, if you're dying a lot, you should have a better pet than 50-50, because you're dying a lot and you're getting all the fame. Now, the reason why you should do the second boss all the time, because it's easy peasy, probably one of the easiest bosses in the game. And the second reason you should do it is because it gives defense, the easiest defense potion of your life, probably. Sure, it takes time. You know, if you got not great attack, then it does take a lot of time to do the second boss. But you know, you got a chance at an experimental ring. You got a chance of fulmination scepter, I believe, conducting one, and I don't think the robe drops from the second boss. But you can get the ST you can get the what's it called? The ST Scepter from the second boss. And the ST Scepter is nothing to sneeze at. I haven't used it myself yet because I haven't even got the Sorcerer unlocked. I would have played Sorcerer instead of Mystic, but I don't have him unlocked. I need to get to level 20 on Assassin before I can. Let's just go in, my dude. Let's go in, yeah. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't take too many attempts to sort of kill this guy. I'll probably stasis for turrets. That's not a turret. Yeah, I've not done well as a mystic here. I shouldn't have stasis those green potions because my man's here is only gonna get scared. And those turrets are immune. Okay. Okay, dokie. Always kill the purple confused cunts. It's okay to take damage from the green twats, but the purple confused guys is what's gonna kill you. Because when the boss respawns and if you got any of those purple guys around, all it takes is just a little bit of you walking into the shot, getting confused, getting hit by the purple goo, and that's it. You know, that's the end of your character. Okay, yeah, this should be, yep, got him out of the phase. Nice. So that was only a single. The wizard probably done most of the damage here, because I'm not doing much at all. And we got a wisdom pot. Not bad, not too shabby. Didn't expect much more. Wanted, of course, some white bags, but you know, you don't always get what you want. Not sure why he left, because we basically have a second boss. Yeah, we've cleared everything. I'll solo. I'll solo, and I think I'll end the video there. Also, if okay, sketchy. If you guys want to see more live gameplay, oh shit, okay, boom, get in here. Yep. If you guys want to see more live gameplay, tell me, because I think what I'll start doing is whenever I'm on Discord, I might just sort of start, alright, focus. Sorry for blowing into a microphone there as well. Okay, so yeah, it's good that I nexused anyway. Always good to nexus. Better to nexus than to die, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe we missed out on like a white bag, but it's always best to nexus. But yeah, if you guys want to see more live gameplay, join my Discord and tell me, because what I think I'll start doing is whenever I am on Discord and I'm just playing around, I think I'll start sort of live streaming on Discord, so you guys can sort of just tune in and you know, maybe watch if you want to. I'm not sure if anybody would. But you know, if you want to, then tell me, and then I know that you want to, and that will help us both out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. I will read them out in the next episode as well. And subscribe if you want to. You know, if you enjoy the content, there'll be plenty more coming. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.